What if I told you a woman hired a hitman to kill her husband for $400,000 and they planned the entire murder on Snapchat because they thought the messages would disappear? Oh, they didn't disappear. Nothing disappeared. Not the messages, not the body, not the prison sentence. This is the true story of the most incompetent murder plot in U.S. military history, and it gets so much worse than you're imagining right now. Meet Kemia, 21 years old, living on a military base in Georgia, married to a soldier named Tyrone. By every measure, life is fine, but Kemia is bored. She wants more attention than her husband is giving her, and she starts looking for it elsewhere. Enter Jeremy, a guy in her platoon. At first, it's innocent enough. Carpooling, lunch breaks, light conversation. But in 2018, all three of them, Kemia, Tyrone, and Jeremy, get deployed to the same base in South Korea. Thousands of miles from home, away from family and accountability, Kemia and Jeremy start sneaking around. What starts as flirting turns into a full-blown affair. And Jeremy, he doesn't just fall for her, he becomes completely, dangerously obsessed. Now, Tyrone isn't naive. He can see the signs, the glances, the closeness, the way Jeremy looks at his wife. So he sits Kemia down and tells her to cut it off. He knows Jeremy has a short fuse and a bad reputation. Kemia agrees, to his face. Behind his back, she keeps right on seeing Jeremy. Eventually, she makes a decision. She wants to be with Jeremy permanently. But rather than file for divorce like a normal person, her mind goes somewhere much darker. Tyrone has a $400,000 military life insurance policy, and Kemia does the math. She goes to Jeremy and lays it out. Kill my husband. We split the money. We ride off into the sunset together. Jeremy, blinded by love, by obsession, by whatever toxic cocktail was running through his brain, says yes. Now here's the part I need you to stay for, because what happens next is 6 separate attempts to commit murder, and every single one collapses in the most embarrassing way possible. Stick around, because the ending is not what you expect. They start coordinating the assassination using Snapchat, genuinely convinced the disappearing messages made them untouchable. Criminal masterminds, these two are not. The holidays roll around. Deployment is over, and Kemia and Tyrone fly up to Michigan to visit his family. Kemia sees the opportunity and calls Jeremy. Come to Michigan. Do it now. Jeremy drives all the way up from Georgia. Kemia acts as the inside woman, feeding him Tyrone's live location through Snapchat in real time. Jeremy follows Tyrone to a nightclub. He sits outside in the car, gun in hand, and chickens out. 2 nights later, he hides behind the trash cans outside Tyrone's family home, cold, waiting, ready, and chickens out again. This happened 6 times, 6 different moments where Jeremy had the opportunity, and 6 times he couldn't pull the trigger, the worst hitman in the history of the profession. Kemia has had enough. New Year's Eve is here. They're leaving Michigan soon. She gives Jeremy a final ultimatum, and she means it. Do it tonight, or this is over. Tyrone is out at a family gathering. Kemia calls him up, warm and loving, asks him to swing by and bring her some food on his way back. Tyrone, being the good man he was, says, of course. The second she hangs up, she opens Snapchat and sends Jeremy one message. He's on his way home. Act now. Tyrone pulls into the driveway, snow on the ground. He carries the food inside, then heads back out to his truck. Jeremy steps out of the shadows. 3 shots fired. Tyrone doesn't survive. Jeremy disappears into the night, and Kemia, she calls 911. What follows is one of the most chilling things captured on police body cam. A woman performing grief so convincingly that officers had no immediate reason to suspect her. They thought they'd gotten away with it. But here is where it falls completely apart, and I mean completely. Jeremy returns to his base in Georgia and cannot keep his mouth shut. He starts telling army buddies that he was involved in a murder, not hinting, telling, bragging even. His fellow soldiers, horrified, independently call the police, multiple of them. Detectives start pulling threads. The affair surfaces, and within days, bam, Jeremy is in handcuffs. Kemia follows shortly after, and then she cracks. She confesses, which gives investigators legal grounds to search both of their phones. Those Snapchat messages they thought had vanished forever, every single one recovered. The entire murder, the planning, the location sharing, the final command, all of it laid out in their own words. Jeremy took a plea deal, 65 to 90 years in federal prison. Kemia decided to fight it in court. The jury gave her life. Now here's the question I want to leave you with. If you were the judge sitting at that bench, what sentence would you have handed down? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this story had you gripped, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps more people find this channel. Share it with someone who loves true crime, and subscribe so you don't miss the next story, because I promise you it's just as wild as this one. I'll see you there.